this regular meeting to order. Please call roll.
Mayor Querom.
Here.
Commissioner Warren.
Here.
Commissioner Mabry.
Here.
Commissioner Fabia.
Here.
Commissioner Newman.
Here. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, tonight, before we get started with public comment, I'd like to bring Peg Carr up to the front here. I'd like to acknowledge Peg tonight. This coming Friday is her last day of employment with the city, and she is celebrating her 30th year. But I can remember, but I remember when you, because I used to work for the street department in the summers when I was going to college, and you were working out there then, and that was like 33 years ago.
I started kind of part-time out there. Just they were trying to get the, I think that would have been when it flooded in March, and they were accumulating phone calls and trying to decide where the bad sewer areas in town were, which ironically are still some of them that we're still fighting today. But they had me sitting out there taking the phone calls.
Well, she intimidated me because she's always the lady in the office. You never saw her. She was like the wizard behind the curtain.
I realize that.
Anyways, 30 years, so quite, you're invaluable to City Hall as long as you've been here downstairs. It's true that anybody can be replaced, but I think you're going to challenge that notion. So, I have
somebody 30 years, but don't.
Yeah. So I do have a 30-year service award for you, and then I also have a gift certificate. This is a 30-year service award gift certificate, and a 30-year gift certificate, and your old nameplate.
Oh,
Deputy City Clerk. She used to sit up here where Pete is occasionally. Yeah, so I'm going to give that to you. You can take that home.
All righty.
So congratulations and thank you.
Joel.
Congratulations. It's been a while.
It has.
Now I'll excuse everyone who came here for Peg if you want, or you can stick around for the rest of the meeting. It's up to you.
I was thinking about the right order, I think. Thanks.
Do you have any other further public comment by anybody? Okay, we'll go to the approval of minutes. We'll go to Commissioner Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that we approve the minutes from the regular council meeting from Monday, December 19th of 2016.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye. We'll go to approval of invoices, and we'll start with Commissioner Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight I have the invoices for Public Affairs and the Department of Accounts and Finances. Planning Department, $22,878.45. Administration, $22,098.14. Self-insurance, $133,934.35. No expenses on economic development. Tourism, $7,426.57. Property Department, $4,306.97. No expenses in community development. Lovejoy, $365. Homestead, $100. General obligations, $44.70. Economic development, $249,800. For a grand total for invoices for the Departments of Public Affairs and Accounts and Finances, $440,954.18. Mayor, I've reviewed these bills. I find them to be true and accurate and move that they be paid.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. I'll go to Commissioner Mabry.
Thank you, Mayor Querem. This evening, I have the bills and payroll for the Department of Streets and Public Improvements as follows. In the street department, a total of $50,175.81. Wastewater collection, a total of $31,627.44. Wastewater treatment, $738.41. The cemetery department, $6,239.20. And garbage expenditures of $14,294.46. For a grand total of $103,075.32. Mayor Querem, I've examined the bills and payroll to find them to be true and correct, and request payment be made.
Second. Motion's been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. I'll go to Commissioner Mabry.
Thank you, Mayor. I have the bills for public health, safety, and civil defense. For the police department, I have $107,269.01. For fire and ambulance, I have $89,546.50. For a total invoices of $196,815.61. I have reviewed these bills. I believe them to be true and accurate, and I move they be paid.
Second. Motion's been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. I'll go to Commissioner Warren.
Thank you. Tonight, I've got the bills and payroll of Department of Public Property and Utilities. Electric generation total $56,617.50. Electric distribution of $74,461.61. Electric administration of $37,708.74. Water treatment of $48,429.83. Water distribution of $1,033.76. And water administration of $4,412.78, for a grand total of $222,664.92. Your Honor, the county bills and move that to be paid.
I'll second that.
Motion's been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Thank you, Commissioners. Now we'll go to regular business, and we have a short agenda tonight. We have a bond disclosure report. We've got John Gazzetti with Minardi Securities here. So, John, you want to come up?
Sure.
Rachel.
John, you might need to slide the on switch on that mic for you. Yeah, you go.
How's that?
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, for having me here this evening. Again, my name is John Gazzetti. I'm with Minardi Securities. Many of you may recall, we assisted the city with the refinancings that occurred back in 2013 and 2014, saving the city nearly $1 million in interest. I'm here tonight with a short presentation to kind of go over the continuing disclosure aspect as it relates to those two phases of bond issues. I've got a handout, however, I saw them available over there. Has everyone received a copy of this and had a chance to review it? Okay. In addition to that, I'd also like to hand out something further here. Rachel, I don't think I sent this to you. Okay. Thank you. I have this electronically as well if you need a copy or would like to post it on the website. But again, to kind of briefly describe this process, back in 2013 and 2014, when the city issued its bond, you promised your investors at that time that you would update them annually within 240 days after your fiscal year end with certain financial information. In addition to that, you were also required to update them with your audited financial statements as well. So within this handout that I just passed out, I just want to briefly go over some of the key details of this process on page 2. If you wouldn't mind pulling to that page, it lists in detail the requirements or content of that annual financial information. You'll notice items 1 through 8, starting with indebtedness, assessed valuation of real property, finances, taxation, the city, and then the bottom three, the waterworks, sewage, and electric system. Within that report that you all have reviewed already, you'll notice that information specifically. It goes into great detail about the city. A lot of it is under an historical perspective, giving at least 5 years' worth of financial data. So you can look back and say, well, our general fund performance back in 2012 was X, here it is 2016, and it's now Y, that kind of information. Same being with your taxation, your EAV, again, the water, sewer, and electric systems as well. On page 3, I provide you with a snapshot of the website in which all this data is posted. This is a free website designed by the SEC, which is the Securities and Exchange Commission. A division of that, the MSRB, the Municipal Securities Rulemaking Board, created a website designated out of the financial collapse we witnessed in 07 and 08 to provide more transparency in the marketplace. Another division of the MSRB, or this website in general, is EMMA, E-M-M-A. It's kind of a big alphabet soup, if you will. There's a lot of acronyms, but at the end of the day, this is a free website for any and all investors to go on and review this information that you've reviewed and are now going to, or you have posted onto this website. So you're able to take a look here. I took a snapshot of the 2014 E-bond. This was the 5th bond issue in phase 2 of that refinancing process. You'll notice below, I highlighted the continuing disclosure tab in light blue there in the middle of that page, and then below that you can see every year in which this data is published onto the EMMA website. For the last 3 years, of course, since these bonds have only been outstanding for 3 years. This will continue until these bonds mature. We like to give presentations every couple of years. If you want me back every year, that's certainly fine. Just 20 minutes east of you in Peru. Be more than happy to come and talk about this with you, but again, that's up to you guys if you want me to do that. But again, we have been assisting you. We will assist you free of charge. This is a service that we promised you. We did the bond issue originally. We'll be here until the bonds mature. Any questions so far about any of this information? Page 4. Why is this important? Again, in the financial crisis we witnessed in the late 2000s, transparency has hit the forefront of the marketplace, rightfully so. And this, again, undertaking was designed to provide more transparency to your bond investors. So in light of this, just recently, this past August, the Securities and Exchange Commission found 71 different municipal issuers throughout the United States that failed to materially imprint these false findings within their offerings of municipal bonds, whether it was for capital projects, refinancing, and 3 of them listed in bold at the bottom of page 4 are those here in Illinois that were provided from the SEC a violation, more or less cease and desist order. So it's a kind of a slap on the wrist sort of thing. The SEC doesn't have enforcement actions to legally fine municipalities, but they can enforce their rules and regulations through either underwriters, such as ourselves, or issue cease and desist orders. So, for instance, if the city had another refinancing opportunity and you were not in compliance with this disclosure, they can enforceably tell you that, hey, you're not able to issue those bonds until you're back in compliance, basically what that means. In addition to that, there are certain other things in which, Palatine Park District, Blue Ridge School District, and then also the airport down in Peoria have subjected themselves to for the future years beyond cease and desist order. So it is very important. Obviously, it's boring. I get that. It's not your typical news headline, but at the end of the day, we like to make sure you're in compliance with this because it's important to you, it's important to us and our investors, and we wanted to be here to answer any questions and make sure you guys are all on the same page with regard to what you promised your investors just 2 or 3 years ago. The back part of this handout are our required disclosures. Any questions? I promised Rachel I'd be done within 2 hours, so I think I accomplished that. The information that's available on the desk over there, I think handed out prior to this meeting, there's nearly 20 pages there, a lot of information. Please go through it. It's important stuff. If you've got any questions, I'm always available. Please call me. Again, it's a very important aspect to the city of Princeton. I'm glad to help prior to ending, I'd like to thank both Pete and Rachel for working on this. We weren't able to pull this together in a couple of hours. It took weeks, if not months, to do this, so thank you to both of them for the amount of work they put into this. We didn't do it ourselves, so they deserve a lot of credit as well.
Any questions? I don't think we have any for you, John, but thanks for coming over, giving us the presentation. It's greatly appreciated.
You're welcome. Glad to do it.
We'll move on to the city manager report.
Okay, I have the sales tax report and the hotel motel tax report. First, the hotel tax report, this is from May through October 2016. It totals about $76,000, well, $76,487 to be exact. And this is a decrease of about $8,000 compared to the same period the prior year. The sales tax report, this is for sales tax payments from May through December 2016. They total about $1.5 million, and this is an increase of $28,000 over the same period the prior year. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. The only I have is we have an economic development seminar coming up. We have changed the date. We're going to hold this Thursday, February 2nd. This will be at 11:30 in the morning until no later than 1:30. It will be held at Ace Distribution Center. Okay, February 2nd. Any old business? Any new business? Okay, any public comment? I will entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session and then to our next regular meeting.
Mayor, move that we adjourn to executive session under Illinois statute to discuss purchase or lease of real estate property for the use in our public body, and then reconvene for our regular meeting on Monday, January 16th, 7 p.m. at City Hall.
Motion's been second. Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. This meeting